thank God, when I was about 18 to 20, I realized that, oh my God, like it's my responsibility to work on myself. No matter what happened to me, no matter what I attracted, no matter how my mom was, no matter how my parents were, no matter what I experienced, it's up to me. Like I can't carry on with this same story of sadness and hurt and pain and poverty, but expect to live a life of luxury and peace and bliss. Like the two vibrations are completely different, right? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I wanted to kind of just speak life into you guys, basically. Like that's just what's coming to me. Like I just wanted to speak life into you guys. And what I mean by that is that I wanted to come on here to let you guys know like how special you actually are and what you're actually capable of, and how so many people rely on external sources to guide them and to help them and to, you know, inspire them and stuff, but really like you are your own guidance system and you're the only one that can help yourself. So if you guys are interested in this topic, then please stay tuned. So let's just get right into it, okay? So on my journey, okay, my 25 good old years, my quarter of a century, okay, because I've been here for a quarter. Well, I'm about to be 26 next month, but a quarter of a century. If there's one thing that I've learned, y'all, and I've learned a lot in my little bit of years, but that's because my spirit has been here multiple times. If there's one thing that I've learned that I'm the only one that can help me. Like, I'm literally the only one that can help me. Like, literally. So, what I mean by that is a lot of people rely on external sources of motivation, right? But you are your own motivation. And a lot of people rely on external people and other people to tell them what they should do with their life and where they should be headed and who they should be. But in reality, your spirit is the only thing that knows who you're supposed to be and who you are, right? It's between you and God. Like, y'all are the only two that can guide you exactly to where you need to be. I definitely do have people that inspire me. Like, don't get me wrong, you know, I have women that inspire me when it comes to working out, like body goals type, but I don't allow for them to be the reason why I go to the gym. Do you see what I'm saying? So like, they inspire me, but they're not the reason why I go to the gym. I don't go to the gym to look like them. I go to the gym to be the best version of myself, right? So, and that could go for any area of life. Like if you have someone that is an inspiration to you, that's wonderful. That's beautiful because we all have gifts to share, but they can't be the reason why you do something. Like they can't be the reason why, like even if you have a man in your life, since my channel is geared more towards women, I'm gonna just say that version. If you have a man in your life, like he can inspire you, he can speak life into you, he can nourish you, he could do all the things that a man is supposed to do in my eyes, but he can't be the reason why you do something in your life. Like you have to be the reason why you're doing something in your life. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's just kind of like this notion that everything comes back to you. You have to figure out what your passions are in order to incorporate them into your life. You have to figure out what your passions are so that you can move on your path in alignment. You have to figure out what your gifts are so that you can share them to the world. You have to figure out who you are, not who you are told to be by social media, not who you think you want to be because you see celebrities, not who you think you should be because some man told you that's what he likes and who he likes. But you have to become who you're meant to be, period. Like you as a divine feminine, now mind you, men could be watching this channel too, so anyone, but I'm gonna speak to the divine feminines. You as a divine feminine, you have to go on a journey, on a metamorphosis of becoming who you're supposed to be for you. You know, like even if you want to give an example of like if you have someone that helps you to get a job, right? They can help you get that job, but you have to do the work, right? You have to show up to that job. Or if you have someone that puts you onto something, it could be anything. Like they put you onto something, or they help you to have something, receive something, get something, right? Wonderful, grateful, like that's amazing, but you have to follow through with that thing. You have to get up every day and go to the gym for you, for your personal reasons. You have to make sure you're eating correctly for your body and your temple. You have to make sure that your mentality is right and is your mind is clear for you. For you. You know, you are the only person that can help you. And even if you want to go a little further than that, when it comes to people that enter your life to assist you and the external assistance that you receive, you're attracting that. So you can only attract at the level that you are. You know what I'm saying? Like you're only attracting into your life a mirror of who you are on some level. So either way, it all goes back to you. Like you are the driver of your vehicle. No one else is driving your car but you and God. Y'all two are in union, a divine union, to be able to get you where you gotta go. You and God. God and you. Y'all two. Like no one else. Not somebody what somebody thinks about you, not what your mama think about you, not what your spouse thinks about you, not what your kids think about you. You're the only one that has the ability to get you where you gotta go. So this is going into the idea of like you have to take time for yourself to figure out who you are and what you desire. And anything you desire on any level, there's nothing wrong with that. For example, if you as a woman, you do your inner work and you're in communion with God, you're talking to God to see what's going on and what you want to do in your life, right? And if you really come down to a grounded conclusion of wanting to be a housewife, wanting to stay home and raise your children and make sure that your presence, your love, and your vibrational energy is present in your kids' life on a daily basis, there's nothing wrong with that. And don't let anyone take that away from you, because that's your desire between you and God, right? If you are a woman and you do the same thing and you come to the conclusion that you want to be a yoga instructor, or you want to own some business, or you want to travel abroad, or you don't want to have children, whatever you feel is in your heart, when you really talk to God, that is for you, and it's up to you to make that happen. And I'm speaking not from a place of action, I'm speaking from a place of alignment. So I'm not saying, oh, it's up to you to get it done, because that's hella masculine and we don't do that over here, right? So I'm not saying like, oh, it's up to you to get it done, you gotta do this. No, I'm saying it's up to you to get your energy, your mind, your heart, your body in synchronicity with, in union with God, so that you could get where you gotta go. You know what I'm saying? Like if you are in the gym, like I said, it's up to you to get up every day to get that done. No one else is your alarm clock. It's up to you. You have to set the containers and the boundaries around your life for you. A lot of women don't want to hear these types of things, but we're just going to be completely honest on this channel. If you are dating, and as a woman, if you are getting continuously cheated on, continuously lied to, continuously used in your relationships or whatever, it's up to you to set those boundaries. Now it's not to blame, it's not to put blame on her or blame on the guy, but it is up to her to set her own boundaries, because you have to understand that you are what you attract, and what happens in your life is what you allow. Period. Like I'm just being completely honest, you guys, and I'm speaking from personal experience. Like back when I didn't really truly see my worth, and I was raised from, by a single mom, and I was uber masculine, and I was used to like trying to control dudes or trying to do whatever, right? The types of guys that I dated back then were just completely different. Like my exes wouldn't be able to enter my sphere at this point. Like they wouldn't even be able to come. The guys that I've given attention to in the past would not even be able to like come into my aura unless their aura is in alignment, like unless they've done some type of inner work, because I've learned to set boundaries for myself, and I've learned to set non-negotiables for myself. You know, I've learned to set certain parameters for myself so that my life is how I want it to be, period. Because if I'm vibrating at a level of low self-worth, I'm going to attract guys that treat me like I don't have no self-worth. If I'm vibrating at a level of cheap, I'm just being honest, cheap, I'm going to attract guys into my life that want to treat me in a very cheap way. If I have the belief that like all men cheat, right? All men are dogs, whatever, I'm going to continuously attract men into my life that resemble and mirror those beliefs to me. Okay, so that goes to say, like, it truly genuinely is up to you to get yourself into alignment for the life that you desire. And I'm giving examples from the physical realm, and I'm giving examples from the internal, like your belief system, because it all matters. It's not just, oh, learning how to do makeup and getting a BBL to be a divine feminine, right? And it's on a vice versa. It's not, and this is just how I feel. We can agree to disagree, but it's also not about just doing just doing spiritual internal work and that's it. Like, you have a human body for a reason, to take care of it too. So I feel like it's the union of doing the inner work and then allowing that to reflect on the outside. Because, for example, if you're a woman and you've done a lot of healing work around self-worth and what you feel like you're worth as a woman, your external appearance immediately up levels anyway. It'll reflect your new belief system. So depending on where you want to get in your life, is up to you to get yourself to that point. I'm just letting you guys know, like, it's really up to you to get yourself where you want to be on any level. Like, let's just break it down really quick. So if you want to up level your external appearance, it's up to you to figure out what clothes you really love to wear. Like, what clothes lights you up, what clothes makes you feel juicy and like attractive and magnetic and sexy. Like, what clothes makes you feel like that? And it's up to you to get your wardrobe together, okay? And your hair and your makeup and stuff. If you want to shift your belief system and if you want to work on like being an overthinker and stuff, it's up to you. It's up to you to get that journal out and write down, you know, what you need to work on. What's the beliefs? What are the reoccurring thoughts that you have? And what do you want them to be? And what do you need to do to shift that? It's up to you. You know, if you want to attract more up-leveled men, it's up to you to figure out what's the reciprocal of that man. Because the thing is that I see a lot of the times is that there will be a woman that desires like a healthy, masculine, generous provider man and all of this stuff, but she's not the reciprocal for that. And you have to realize, as a woman, is we have to take responsibility and accountability to get where we want to go. So as a divine feminine, if you desire a certain type of man, there's nothing wrong with that desire, but you have to understand that you need to become the reciprocal of that man. You need to figure out what is it that that man will want in a woman. You have to, because you can't think that, you know, you could look any type of way and have any type of communication skills and, you know, you're carrying yourself any type of way, but you want a man that's in the limelight all the time, or a man that's, you know, he's going to want to take you to his business holiday parties and stuff like that. Like, you have to think about this type of stuff. Going further, if you desire to attract some type of love or even friendships into your life, you have to figure out what you need to shift in yourself to be able to attract those. This is just a reminder, I guess, that we are, like, the only thing that we can control in this world is ourselves. The only thing that we have the free will over is our lives. And you have to understand that you're your responsibility. We can't, like, for example, if I would have continued on with the story that I was given when I was in my teens and in my adolescence, like if I would have continued on with that story, I wouldn't be where I am today. Right? I would have continued on, but I realized, thank God, when I was about 18 to 20, I realized that, oh my God, like it's my responsibility to work on myself. No matter what happened to me, no matter what I attracted, no matter how my mom was, no matter how my parents were, no matter what I experienced, it's up to me. Like I can't carry on with this same story of sadness and hurt and pain and poverty, but expect to live a life of luxury and peace and bliss. Like the two vibrations are completely different, right? So it was up to me to realize that I had to work on myself. It was up to me, and it's up to you. If you want a better life, you have to do better for yourself. If you want a better life, you have to drop the story, drop the complaining, drop the blame, and get into it. Like it's really up to you. And you know, honestly, it's not even about mentally trying to figure out what you need to do. Honestly, all it's about is asking God for assistance. Whenever you ask God what your next step is, like if you ask like what's my next step, God will always show you. Like I promise you, like I promise y'all. And I've learned this stuff by experience. I didn't grow up religious. I didn't grow up like with people teaching me this stuff. Like I learned literally through personal experience. If you ask God, can you help me? God will help. If you ask God, what's my next step? God will show you. Like I promise y'all. Like if you ask like how do I do like help me? It will be shown to you. It may not be immediately, but I promise you. Like I promise you, it will be shown to you. Okay? We are the creators of our realities. Like, it's up to us. You create your reality. I know you've heard that saying before, and it is not cap. Like, it's not cap. It's not a lie. It's not deceiving. Like, you literally create your reality on a material level and on an energetic level, meaning that you create your reality in the physical plane, working out, eating healthy, working on your external appearance, all of that. And you create your reality by attracting things towards you, working on your inner self, working on your chakra systems, like in the internal, the energy realm. As the divine feminine is up to, like, it's you, like it's up to you. Yeah. So so that's all I wanted to say for this video. Hopefully that helped someone. I hope that this is of some assistance to someone out there. I love you guys so much. So much. And I really hope that you guys can continue to prosper and expand on your journeys. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.